What's up, everyone? Cody Dean here from MLMsimplified. In this episode, we're going to be going over network marketing goals for 2021. The big question is this: how do everyday people like us start being successful at network marketing and create a true asset of freedom without bugging friends and family and without spending countless hours on the phone cold messaging strangers? What if there was a way that we could build our network marketing business online using funnels, automation, social media, all on autopilot, so it gives you more time to be with those that you love? That is the question, and this podcast is the answer. My name is Cody Dean. Welcome to MLM Simplified Podcast. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free, gives you everything that you need to create your podcast, gives you the ability to record, edit. It actually distributes all of the podcast episodes for you to Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And it by far is the best way to grow your business with using a podcast. So go to and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. What's up, everyone? Congratulations, you made it through 2020. If you're watching this or listening to this later, welcome. Welcome to 2021. We have made it, and it's exciting. I love this time of year because everyone gets in the idea and gets motivated, gets a little bit more inspiration to start new things, try new things, do new things, and ultimately become better. And that is what I'm all about, helping people become better, create more freedom in their lives. At this time of year, a lot of people are focusing on goals, goal setting, affirmations, becoming better, all these things, right? And so I wanted to address this in this podcast episode as far as what goals should you have for network marketing for 2021. And so that's what we're going to be going over, okay? I do coaching for people, and I actually have a shameless plug right now. I love goals, okay? And I have a goal journal that I sell, and I run ads for it all the time at goalcreationjournal.com. And you guys can go get a copy. If you want a goal journal, go to goalcreationjournal.com, see what I'm doing there. A lot of times when I'm running ads, I do it for free, and I just say pay for shipping. Sometimes I just have people pay for the book, and the shipping's free. So whatever is on there, go and take a look at it. It's at goalcreationjournal.com. Anyway, but I want to give you some points as far as it comes to goals and goal setting. I often talk to people. I love talking to people and getting their points of view and seeing what makes them click and tick and what kind of goals they have and what makes them motivated and inspired. And often when I ask people, hey, what's your goal when doing network marketing? 9 times out of 10, they go and they say, I want to make $10,000 a month. And I was like, that's a great goal. That's a great goal. And a lot of people, that's where they get to. That's what they start to, and that's where they start, and that's usually where they end. They set a goal, and I kind of have beef with just setting goals, and a lot of times people talk about SMART goals, specific and measurable and attainable, realistic, and as a time limit. And I was like, that's great. So, you do $10,000 a month residual income. That's specific. It's measurable because you can measure it. It's definitely attainable. People do it. It's realistic. A lot of people have done it. A&R, they always switch around. It's realistic or results based or something like that, right? Anyway, I haven't invested a lot of time in studying about setting goals. And of course, T is like time sensitive. Set a date. Like, that's great. That really isn't that hard. Setting a goal is not hard. What is really hard, and this is where actually people really struggle, is the process of creating goals. And so it's one thing to say, hey, I have a goal of $10,000 a month, but how do you actually create that $10,000 a month? And so that's one thing that I have spent a lot of time doing, is reverse engineering success and reverse engineering people of how they create success. Because if you can see patterns and you can see formulas and you can see step-by-step processes that people are going through, then guess what? It's like the scientific method. If
just, these laws. If A equals B, then B equals A. And if A equals B and B equals C, then guess what? A equals C. And I may have lost half of you there, but I love algebra. I loved algebra in high school and junior high. Just all of it just made so much sense to me. It's just like, okay, if I do this, then I get this outcome. If I do this, I get this outcome. And so people set so much time on the then. They focus so much on, hey, I want $10,000 a month. But how do you actually create $10,000 a month? So what you have to go and do is you reverse engineer. You do the creation formula. Creation formula, in a nutshell, and I teach more about this in my goal journal, is step one is awareness. Like, you need to build your awareness of a lot of things, but of actually where you currently are, where you want to be. Okay, that kind of goes into the setting of goals. And then building your awareness of like the things that you don't even know that you don't know. That can come in different forms as far as like sacrifice, pain, measuring, tracking. If you start tracking things and measuring things, like for me, for like a fitness goal that I have is, hey, I want to get to 12% body fat, but how do I actually create that? So I have to build my awareness. Like, where am I currently at? Oh, I'm at just under 18% body fat. Now I am aware of where I currently am. Okay. Second step is visualization. You actually need to start visualizing the outcome. Your brain has no idea the difference between what is real and what is fantasy. If you're dreaming, like I had some crazy dreams last night, like I was in a boat and we were rocking the ship and I was like getting like woozy and sick, even though I wasn't moving at all in real life. Like my brain thought I was moving and it was creating a physiological response to my life in real life, not just inside my mind. Okay. So your mind, if you think of things and you visualize and you start getting all of your senses involved and you're like, what am I going to see? What am I going to touch? What am I going to feel? What am I going to wear? What am I going to eat? What am I going to smell? What am I going to hear? All these senses. When I have $10,000 a month, what are all these things that happen? And you can start visualizing it. The reason why this is important is because, you actually, like I was saying, you don't know what you don't know. Like, you are not aware of some certain things in life. Like I could say, hey, your left foot, your left toe right now, what does it feel like? All of a sudden, boom, you've brought awareness and attention to it. Now you actually are aware of it. But up to this point, you weren't even aware. It was just there. Like, even though your body was feeling it, your brain was blocking it out. So there are resources, there are people, there are opportunities that are all around you. And they are being filtered out by your brain without you even realizing it. Your subconscious takes so much control and it just filters things out. But if you start visualizing these things, your brain will start saying, okay, these things are important. How can I actually start bringing them into reality? And you may be driving and you'll see a billboard. You may be scrolling through social media and be like, oh, that ad actually, it's what I want. Let me click on that. You may actually overhear someone talking about a certain conversation, and now all of a sudden you can be like, oh, your brain picked it up. Up to this point, they may have been filtered out, or they may talk about it tomorrow, and if you don't do those visualizations, then your brain will never pick it up. You won't. You know how you're like I know in 2020, no one was in like big groups, but think pre-2020, you're in a big group of people, maybe at a party, but someone says your name from across the room. It's called the cocktail effect. Someone far across the room, they say your name. Guess what? Your brain instantly picks it up. Why? Because it's important that, oh, that person's talking about me. It's going to affect my life. We need to know what they're talking about. And then you can go over there and you start talking to them. Okay. Same thing happens if, hey, those people are talking about money, resources, revenue, opportunities, right? All these opportunities are around you. Your brain is filtering out. Okay. That's only step 2. So awareness is step 1. Step 2 is visualization. Okay. Visualizing the end result very clearly. How's it going to feel? Get all your emotions involved. Okay, step 3 is action. Okay, and this is where a lot of people get messed up. People, they think in goals like, hey, $10,000 a month. And that's a good goal. That's a start, right? that's building your awareness. You can start thinking like, oh, okay, I currently only have $2,000-$3,000 a month of residual income. How can I triple that to $10,000? You also, not only do you need to set a goal for this big goal of $10,000 a month, but you also need to set a process goal. And this is where step 3 comes in, step 3 is taking action, okay? You need to set a goal for action. If I just say, hey, I want $10,000 a month, you have a pretty good chance of getting it, much better than someone that says, hey, I don't set a goal at all. But if you set the goal of $10,000 a month, that's great. But you need to think like, okay, how can I start moving in that direction? Oh, maybe I can start building a funnel. I'm going to build a funnel this week. Right? You probably want to say that you want to build one funnel this year. Right? So you can actually say, hey, I'm going to work on my funnels 10 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day. And I'm going to work on my YouTube channel or my podcast. I'm going to make one podcast a week. That way, that's something that's like an actionable. It's more of like a habit. Okay. What is something that's a process that I can do again and again and again? A lot of people, if they're doing like cold marketing, stranger marketing, they set goals of like, hey, I'm going to talk to 10 people. Doesn't matter. My goal is I want to sell one thing, but I want to talk to 10 people, right? When I was doing door to door, it was, hey, I'm going to knock on 100 doors because I can control my effort and my actions. Hey, I may not be able to sell my 3, 4, 5 accounts that I want to do a day, but I'm going to knock on 100 doors. That is an action goal. Okay. So that's an action goal. That's step 3 is action. And what I like to think of it as is every single day, do one thing that you can do that's an action that will get you closer to that ultimate goal. Think of it just like this long string. On the very far left, there's you. On the very far right is your goal. And on this line, there's these infinite amount of little ticks along the line. And you just move to the next tick. Okay, just one step. What is that next step that I can do? And you can just, and this comes in part of the visualization. And you just say, hey, one step more. I need to go and start a podcast. Okay, how do I start a podcast? Oh, I go to this website. Okay, now I need to do my first episode. That's the next thing I need to do. What should I do? Okay, I need to research an episode. Boom, 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 boom. And you just do step. Hey, I need to build a funnel. Okay, and then step 4 is the actual creation of the result. Okay, for every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction, right? If I throw something, I throw the ball moves, and guess what happens? Like, there's a force. Like, I had to plant my feet, and there's a force pushed against me, and it pushed against the ball at the same time. Okay, I know that was deep. Again, I like my little nerdy stuff here. But it goes back to when you do something. Hey, you knocked on 100 doors today. Hey, you messaged this many people. Hey, you built a funnel and you created an ad. Okay, I'm going to make one ad every single week. And I'm going to review the results every single day. You review what you create. You are currently creating right now. Okay, but are you aware of the creations that you are making? So you take a step. You take an action. How did it go? Did you do it? Did you not do it? Why did you not do it? What did you learn from it? And those are really the key steps there. Okay. So what did you learn from it? And then the process starts all over again. This is the amazing creation formula that I teach in my goal journal. So guys, again, go to goalcreationjournal.com and go get a journal right now. They're free. You just cover the shipping. It's so amazing. Okay. So, if you are going to apply this to, getting to $10,000 a month and using funnels, you can say, hey, your goal is $10,000 a month. Where are you currently at in your residual income? Okay. Write that down. Where do you want to be? Why do you want that? Okay. Build your awareness. Step 2, visualize it. What is it going to feel like? What are you going to taste, touch, smell, hear, feel? What are you going to see? Who are you going to be around? And visualize that. What is it going to be like when you have $10,000? Are you going to quit your job? Are you going to keep working your job? But how are you going to invest that money? Are you going to put it aside? Are you going to invest in real estate? Like, what is it going to be like? Start filling those things. Okay. And then action steps. What is an action step that you can do? first step that I would recommend is go to codydean.net/free funnel and get your free funnel and get your free trial to ClickFunnels and start building out a funnel. Okay. Some other goals that you can have is how many leads am I going to get a week? Okay. Hey, I'm going to get 10 leads a week. That means 40 people I'm going to attract every single month. Out of those 40 people, I want 4 people. That's only a 1%. So if you think about this, guys, like a good funnel, and maybe that's what I can do on my next episode is do statistics of a funnel, because you know how we talked about there's those deadbeats out there, those deadbeats. There are prospects out there. You have to filter through all the deadbeats. How do you filter those out? And then how do you filter the prospects from the leads and then the leads into sales? There are different statistics and measurements, so you know you have a good funnel. So that's what I'm going to do on the next episode. So just a little reminder there for myself. So anyway, you guys are awesome. Go out, be great, set some goals, but more importantly, learn how to create those goals and go out and create your freedom. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you found value in it, go and share it out to the ether as a way of paying me. I do this for free for you guys. This podcast is free. I don't charge anyone for this stuff. It's my way of contributing to the online network marketing, affiliate marketing space. If you do want to support the channel, go and buy one of my products, or go and share this content out. Big thing that we're doing right now is the goal journal. So go to goalcreationjournal.com and get your free journal. Limited supply, 1 per person, and other details are on there. So you guys are awesome. Go again, be great, and create your freedom.